Man, I'm just getting ready for the show tonight. Y'all ready to do this toast? Let's do it, y'all. Alright. Hold on. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Let's set a course for adventure. Your heart on a new romance. I don't know why that show is on my mind. Alright. So, call those ancestors. Call them out, call them out. Alright. Of course, you know, you gotta start with that water, yo. Keep that water flowing. Keep that water flowing. Here's to you. Man, early morning, man. Good to get this fluid moving in you and moving out of you, right? All right. Oh man, I am great Ujima. I'm sorry, great Ujima to you, right? I was just preparing for the show tonight, right? Getting the proverbs ready, cause you know we have to make a transition with the proverbs today. So I chose the one that I'm gonna use, that I'm gonna focus on all week. Now, a quick lesson in ambrosia, right? See the bubbles? See the bubbles? That means that your microorganisms are working. Means you got a good batch. Listen, you ready? Look at the bubbles increase when I opened it. Patience is a virtue. All right. You hear it? So now I gotta go on and bottle the rest of this up because I want to slow that down just a little bit, Put some in some bottles for gifts and stuff like that. All right. We're moving today's proverb once again to right practice is true knowing. Right practice is true knowing, right? Enough of the talk, right? Right practice. Because we're coming from a place where a lot of people have been able to just be able to talk, right? And know. Now our ancestors are charging us to say, right practice is true knowing, not right talking. Right? Shut your mouth. Show me your practice. Let's change the camera angle real quick. Let's see how that do. Right practice is true knowing. Okay? So, we're going to work with that all week. We're going to work with it with Ujima, right? Right practice is true knowing. So, we're on Ujima today. For those that don't know, Ujima is collective work and responsibility. The M7 principle is respect today. The meiotic principle is righteousness. The hermetic law is vibration. Okay? The male name born for on this day is Kwaku. The female name is Akua. And we'll get into those a little. Matter of fact, ooh, yeah, I got a great angle to come with y'all with that. I'm gonna work on that today. Maybe we might move a little bit into the day names later on this week. All right, so of course, we're here to toast the creator and the ancestors. So, I raise my glass. I raise my glass. I raise my glass. Hopefully, you're raising some type of glass yourself, right? Don't have to be as early as this. You know what I'm saying? But you need to raise your glass to your ancestors. So we toast our ancestors. We call on our creator. We call on the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call that energy to us. We call that energy to be present with us. We call that energy to help us build a better life for ourselves and a better life for our people, right? We call that creator. You know what I'm saying? We know it's in everything, so we call that energy so that we can constantly be reminded that in all shapes and forms, we're dealing with the creator. You know what I'm saying? So we need to go and salute that and we say Ashe. From there, we move to our personal ancestors. We toast our personal ancestors. We say peace. We praise them. You know what I'm saying? We send this energy out. We thank them for making us who we are today, right? We shout out those special ancestors. Some of y'all got some special ancestors that's heavy on your heart right now. We toast them. So you say their name. Take a sip for them. We toast our ancestors. We say Ashe. But then we toast this moment. We toast Ujima, the mighty, mighty Ujima, right? Collective work of responsibility, right? We toast this moment and we say Ashe. From there, we toast our children's children on to infinity. All right? We toast them today so that they can toast us tomorrow. We remember them today in advance so they can remember us in the future. We toast because we remember that hell for Africa is being forgotten, right? So we toast. We say Ashe, 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 and as we say in Gye-Nyame, 100 years, 100 years. Oh my God, man, I'm gonna have to get this out. It took a little bit longer, but it was worth the wait. My God. So I can't wait to get this batch out. I might got about another half gallon, maybe a gallon and a half up in there. Mm. You tell us young, watch. No residue at all. When it start getting older, you start seeing the residue being left. Now, for those that do receive some ambrosia, right? You keep it refrigerated. If you don't want it to become heavy like that, you keep it refrigerated because refrigeration slows down that process, okay? So you can put it in the refrigerator to keep it down. But if those of you that really want some of the the, the medicinal aspect, the herbal aspect of it, the bioactive act part of it, let it sit out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right before the vinegar phase, right? Even in the vinegar phase, right? Because I got some of it in there in the vinegar phase. When it gets to the vinegar phase, as far as that kombucha or the June, or as I call it, that ambrosia, man, you can use it on salads. It's the bomb. Very flexible. now it's on to the regular stuff. Hold on. I'm still working on the oil letting. I'm gonna do a write-up on it because I think it's almost been 30 days, so we're gonna do a write-up on it. Man, make me burp. Love it. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love so amazing, girl. Drive me crazy. Somebody gonna line me up. Your love.
Yeah, I love it how you do it, girl. Real cute in your heels and pearls. No lax, no tracks, all facts. Plus you keep a curl. True, you are my dream girl. Living here in my dream world. Feel like the lottery. Don't judge my flaws and you see the greatest side of me. And you expect my best. At my worst, you relieve the stress. Nevertheless, I'm put to the test. When the world's on my shoulders, you remind me I'm blessed. So how can I be there for you? Rub your back and your feet, plus I could too. Watch a couple documentaries on pay-per-view. Pull out the chalice and reflect on my point of views.
It's amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love and my heart starts racing.
Remember on that first day, on stage, you reading your poetry. And I'm standing at the bar, gazing at the star, wondering, did you notice me? Who knew we were in the same circles? Mutual friend, don't worry, I ain't trying to hurt you. I ain't worried about your past, no disrespect as I look at that. It's good, you got a sense of humor, pretty smile, and all that beauty to you. Real classy, with a pure heart, sexy educated, what a work of art. And you always been the same.
What's up, fam? Hey, so I'm sitting around thinking. All right, so today we're supposed to talk about the 3 levels of learning, right? But today's proverb got me thinking, man. Right practice is true knowing. We have been getting scammed in our community, man. We've been getting scammed in our tribes, man. And we've been getting scammed by individuals with good talk. I really need y'all to feel me on this one, right? A lot of our movement has been pushed forward by great talkers. And it went from the likes of Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass to because that tradition comes up out of the church, and with the church you can have a lot of verbiage. Like I talk a lot too, so I'm talking about myself as well. But the issue for me, fam, is this: we are moving into a time where the words, the individual being able to just speak the words and throw out the facts, need to take a back seat to those that could do the work and do the practice. I think for a long time we have allowed people who have been able to voice things, but not enact them. We have given them a lot of leeway because the good talk made us feel good. It helped us make it through the day, in a sense. Now it's time for us to start giving credit to those who do the work. Right practice is right knowing, not right talking is right knowing. The proverb that's going to take us through this week that we're going to be focusing on. And I think it's very important that it comes out during Ujima, which is collective work responsibility, which is respect, right? Which is the law of vibration, right? We've been gravitating, we've been allowing the wrong vibrations to pull us, right? And it's only been those that have been able to lace the pretty words together, like the fox last night in the story. Damn, I can't get away from him, man. Like the fox in the story last night, just trying to lace pretty words together. We need to have that dog ready to chew that fox up every time that motherfucker come, right? Those that didn't catch the story last night, Folktale for Grown Folks, please check it out. It's available on Gye-Nyame Journey, Gye-Nyame Journey YouTube, as well as on Spreaker, or Folktale for Grown Folks. So I won't go all into it, but the general idea is this, fam. We need to stop letting people lead by the fact that they have the ability to talk, right? The ability to talk. We need individuals that have the ability to do, to work, to write practice. Now, more than ever, with all these damn cameras around, right? We can start catching people in a practice. And what we need to really start doing is seeing people in action, not in traction. You know what I'm saying? We catch people in traction. We want to start seeing people in action. We want to see building happening, right? So now, so let's get to the lesson of the day and connect it. So yesterday we talked about the 5 parts of the self. And when we got those 5, I love put my hand on it. And when we got those 5 parts of the self working together, we spoke about them yesterday. If you missed it yesterday, go back. They form a powerful fist, right? Powerful fist that could break through almost anything, right? Now, let's get into the 3 levels of learning that we talk about, Gye-Nyame, right? In Gye-Nyame, we talk about the 3 levels of learning. Why? Because it's important that we get not only the young people, but everybody's involved with Gye-Nyame to understand, man, that learning is an ongoing process, right? I need y'all to understand this, right? Learning is an ongoing process. So we're going to take it from just being able to regurgitate it to putting it in action, which connects it right back to right practice is true knowing, right? So we want to be able to take what we learn, and we want to be able to invest in it so that we can show and prove, right? So the 3 levels, the first level is memorization, right? And we need to understand this is the level of learning that the system banks on most of us getting, just the rote memory, right? To be able to regurgitate and to follow simple directions, right? But we need to know this is the lowest level of learning. You can have an excellent memory. We know some people in our lives with excellent memory, right? And monkeys could do that. Parrots can do that. Dogs can memorize, right? What makes us a little bit different than other animals is our ability to take it to the next level of learning, right? Memorization is the baseline, right? And some people have such an intelligence that they can skip right up over the whole memorization piece, right? To where they could take it to the next level, which is intelligence of the mind, right? And this is where an individual not only can learn something, and sometimes they could jump right over memorizing it and just get a gist of it and be able to do it. I've always been able to do that. I get a gist of something, right? I could read a little bit of it, but connect the dots. I could jump right over the memorization, intelligence of the mind. I got it. Some of y'all like that too, right? Now, and this is an important point, and this is where a lot of learning stops for people in our community, right? This is the novice level, right? Where we just, like I said, just get the gist of it. It's just quick. All right, I got it. Boom, right? Boom, boom, boom. We don't want to take it. We can't take it, or we don't know how to take it to the next level, right? Let's look at it, right? What is it? All right? It's just we got it here, right? We got it here. We got it right here in the mind. It's locked in the mind. Now, what's the next level? That's because I want to make this quick. I don't want to hold y'all up. The next level takes it from the level of the mind. See, because at the level of the mind, this is where the talkers are, right? The talkers, the great talkers, the great orators. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of great. I mean, YouTube has introduced us, and Facebook has introduced us to a great amount of orators, right? These motherfuckers, they got it here, right? But the next level of learning, right? The highest level of learning is intelligence of the heart. This is where you done took it from memorization, rote memorization. You done invested in time into learning it and being able to regurgitate, right? And even make some of it yours to where now it becomes part of you. It's reflected in the work that you do. Let me say that again. It's reflected in the work that you do. It's reflected in the life that you live. You have achieved a level of mastery with the knowledge, and now you and the knowledge are one. Actually, the knowledge within you and in your hands have been transformed from just knowing to wisdom. I don't know if y'all got me on that one, right? So I'm just going to stop it right there, right? This is Brother Haatim saying thank you for joining me for the Daily Toast. This is the word from the chair. Hopefully the light was right. All right, peace.
Mr. Diddy.
Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about Gye-Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.